Yeah, this is funny. I got so much information saved up. It's hard to come up with topics, but when things like this happen, I'll be kind of happy about it. Yeah, but I'm gonna get right into it though. So I hear a lot of people had because people not as smart as they think they is. You know, people think they smart in boxing. Oh yeah, I know this person. Okay, we gonna find out how smart you is. We gonna find out how smart people think they is in boxing. Because I heard people just now starting to talk about the fight, so I'm not gonna talk about the fight. I waited a couple of days. Nobody wanted to talk about the fight for real until we got to about Tuesday, whatever. That was days later, so I'm gonna just put this up there. I think I start a new tradition now because we don't want to talk about boxing no more. I figured that out since Wilder was out here that nobody want to talk about boxing, so let's not do that. So first thing I want to say is with the whole Bernard Hopkins saying that Devin Haney should retire. It's funny that Bernard Hopkins say that. It's funny that Bernard Hopkins thinks that Devin Haney should retire. Hmm. Why would Bernard Hopkins think that Devin Haney should retire? People ain't as smart as they think they is when it comes to boxing. Uh, Let me see. I'm gonna write that up there. Why does Bernard Hopkins think that Devin Haney should retire? So I don't forget that question. That's something else. Why? Cause man, let me tell you, Bernard Hopkins my favorite fighter, man. I was very disappointed. Y'all talking about hurt? I did not want to do this live. Oh, I did not want to do this live. Oh, what's up, Debo? But I had to stay focused on everything. I don't really play sides, you know what I'm saying? I just report. I just like to report good news. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I be on. Bruh, I had already explained to you. I can't believe you asking me that right now. Really? Bruh, This nigga here throwing off my concentration. Bro, I sent 5 messages yesterday talking to you. Like, you saying what? What do you want? What do you want to interrupt about, man? Right now? Nah, it ain't. It ain't know what it is. I just told you I explained to you already. Like after yesterday, I explained already. Since you don't understand what I'm saying, and what I said and what I did, I'm not gonna say anything else about it. Cause what I learned over the last couple of weeks is me and you be going back and forth, and you don't be understanding nothing what I be saying. Yeah, you ain't talking about no boxing anyway. What's up, brain food? Yeah, like I was saying though, like I be taking my time out to talk to niggas. Like niggas actually think that everybody just be in the comments talking to people. Like value other people's time sometimes. You know what I'm saying? When people actually having a conversation and going back and forth. Don't wait days later and ask me something when I was just talking to you the day before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do these niggas be on, man? For real. What going on? For real, for real. I'm trying to get to Bernard Hopkins. Bro, you think I don't got $20, bro? What are you talking about? How about what if I just don't like you? How about that? I just don't like you. What about that? It ain't about no flaw. How about I just don't like you? What about that? I let you live after you called me a casual, what, 3 or 4 weeks ago? I mean, you a nigga, bro. Like, what's up? Ain't nothing to talk about. When I met you, you was talking about 2 niggas. But I'm flaw. Yeah, I know exactly. I knew you gonna say that. But you 37 years old though, and you crying about me and a dude named H Money over boxing. Come on, man. You think I care about views, bro? Come on, man. You think I care about views? You think I care about views? This nigga said views. Don't make me go in on you. When I met you, you was crying about H Money, a nigga on YouTube. Like, bro, if you don't want to be on people YouTube, just get on, man. Like, this nigga so dumb. I tried to send this nigga $20 for a bet, and he couldn't even get the $20. Dumbass nigga, man. Man, I hate black folks. These nigga mama just send them out here like, and that's why we got a problem with people like Bernard Hopkins, because of niggas like that. Nigga don't contribute to nothing. Go from channel to channel just talking about black folks. These niggas so weak, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm here to expose these guys. I done spent 30 minutes out my day trying to send this bum ass nigga $20 and he talking. Can't even receive $20. Nigga's a bum, man. I tried to get it. I know this nigga special ed. I tried to get him like all kinds of help, but it just ain't work. You know what I'm saying? He's probably the last black person I'll give leeway to. Came on here crying about the phone overheating and everything else. Tried to sell him $20. Can't get that. Like, he just all messed up. Came on here crying about somebody else. I let him on my channel. Don't let nobody on here. Just, you know, these niggas on here, man. That's why I'm here to expose that. I'm tired of dudes' mama sending them into the world like this. Niggas trying to be LeBron, but talking about my channel weak. Almost 40 years old, man. Come on, man. Hang it up, homie. That's a fact. Hang it up. It's people like that, man, that inspired this video. I'm telling you, the dude special ed, man. Can't receive money or anything. Special ed. On the bet that I wasn't even talking to him about. Dude special ed, man. Real talk. And now he gone. Yeah. You special ed, man. You know what time it is. You slow as hell. But yeah, let me get back to this video. So Bernard Hopkins, let me block this nigga, man. I'm so tired of this nigga. Please, let me block this dude. Supposed to block him weeks ago, but okay, let me get back focused. So Bernard Hopkins was talking about basically Devin Haney and everything else. He should retire and everything else. He wasn't even in the conversation as far as Ryan Garcia last year retiring until the Oscar Duarte fight popped up. When the Oscar Duarte fight popped up, that's when he started to say something about retirement. So my whole thing about everything he's saying is, why are you now trying to turn around like you didn't just not believe in Ryan Garcia? It's a lot of guys that quit on Ryan Garcia last year that's now trying to turn around and establish they're trying to take credit for his success. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people doing that. Just like that guy that was on my channel just now, trying to take credit for his success. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of that going on right now. People don't really respect the sport. You know what I'm saying? And it's starting to show. And I'm here to expose everything because Bernard Hopkins, I'm just gonna be real. He came into the game a heavy guy when he was boxing. He came into the game a heavy guy. So he wasn't doing the same stuff as what Devin Haney's doing. That's what people gotta understand. The Bernard Hopkins came into the game 177. 177. He came into the game a heavyweight, and he left out at light heavyweight, and he left out a light heavyweight. Made the same kind of remarks. Devin Haney said, everybody saying, "Oh, Devin Haney said, I'll never lose to a white guy." Well, Bernard Hopkins made the same kind of remarks. Nothing changed, and people don't understand that. Last year, Ryan Garcia lose to Tank. Nobody shows up to the press conference. Nobody shows up. And he got stopped and was on a knee. Got stopped, was on a knee, nobody showed up to the press conference. So whatever people want to say as far as him saying, oh yeah, at this point, Devin Haney should retire. Nah. I've heard you say that a couple times already. I've heard him say that a couple times. Bernard Hopkins has said Ryan Garcia needs to retire last year. Now this year he's talking about Devin Haney need to retire. The fans, man, they don't want to talk about real boxing. I hear people trying to talk about the fight now, but it's almost a week later. It's too late to try to explain the fight. It's a week later. Y'all haven't been wanting to talk about the fight. People like, oh, so I know it's almost a week later. Let's talk about the fight. No, it's too late. Y'all want to talk about other stuff. But Ryan Garcia, they asked him to retire. Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins didn't show up to the press conference, the post fight. People forget about that. They want to act like that didn't happen. Now you see everything that's going on now. Bernard Hopkins trying to take credit for helping certain guys. And then, he's like, oh, certain people should just hang it up. He had like Arnold Barbosa ain't his fighter. I seen Bernard Hopkins' face when Arnold Barbosa was in the fight. He knew he was losing the fight. Then he turns around when Devin Haney gets in the fight and he acts like he just knows everything and Devin Haney need to hang it up. What about Barbosa performance? That's your fighter too? Oh, we're gonna speak good about him. I'm telling you, there's a lot of examples where I could use, but I'm not petty like that. But I see people just are super petty, man. They're not gonna last like that. These channels people will be watching. I'm not trying to compare myself or nothing like that, but these guys TMZ in it right now. You're not gonna last like that. TMZ not around like that. They around, but I mean, if you want to be like that, okay. But a lot of channels is TMZ in it right now. That's not gonna last. Put out real news. Somebody telling us, "Oh man, you can get no views." Come on, buddy. Think I care about views? If I'm really that guy, I'm gonna get some cash wherever I need to. Yeah, this is something different. This is about exposure. Yeah, like I said though, Bernard Hopkins and Oscar De La Hoya, they went at the press conference last year. They got up out of there, and Ryan Garcia was looking sick. Look at his face. Hold on, my bad. Look at his face. Ryan Garcia looks sick. He can't even smile. He's like, man, Oscar and Bernard ain't here. Now they here last year, and then Bernard said the man should retire, man. Why does he think that Devin Haney should retire? You know what I'm saying? Because when Ryan Garcia was in the same situation, he said Ryan Garcia should retire last year. See, it's a lot of stuff I can talk about. I seen so many facts I was writing down. I just write down all kind of facts that come to my mind, and this is one of 'em. And this is a small fact. This ain't even a big fact. This just ain't nobody talking about it. But yeah, he asked Ryan Garcia to retire last December. He said if he don't beat Oscar Duarte, he need to think about walking away from boxing. And then people don't even know this. Yeah, if y'all realize, well, I don't know if people realize this, but everything everybody talking about today, I was talking about yesterday. As far as the Floyd Mayweather thing, I didn't know Floyd Mayweather was gonna hop on IG Live last night, but I was talking about Floyd yesterday in my live. Everything that him and Bill Haney was talking about, I brought it all up. The 3 pounds, everything. So I'm kind of I'm ahead of the news right now. I explained all that stuff yesterday. I'm gonna go back over it tomorrow though. I got a lot more things to talk about, but yeah, Bhop definitely he did the most with what he said about Devin Haney. He kind of went over the top with that one. I think he went a little too far when doing explaining what Devin Haney needs to retire and what he brings to the table and does he have enough. And he just said the same thing about Ryan Garcia, but the media, I don't know. The fans last year with Ryan Garcia, people was asking Ryan Garcia to retire and fight Sean O'Malley, and why did B-Hop them not show up to the post fight? Now all the fans forget that, and I don't know if I wouldn't say they fans because when I was saying last year that Ryan Garcia gonna try to take over boxing, him and Canelo, when Canelo was basically trying to take over, they was trying to get at problems, and I'm like, wow, okay. Trying to get at problems with basically Canelo in the picture now. Okay, I see what's going on. Yeah, I definitely found out now. Cause Ryan Garcia, he's been doing a lot of big fights lately. He gonna have more big fights. But last year everybody's asking him to fight Sean O'Malley though. Sean O'Malley. And Sean O'Malley is an MMA guy. I don't know if everybody gonna admit it, but yeah, they was asking him to fight an MMA guy last year, which is not a top fighter. But now this year they saying they want him to fight a top fighter. And you got guys like Bernard Hopkins trying to take credit for it. And I'm gonna tell you one thing too, Bernard Hopkins, he's one of my favorite fighters of all time. I'm not trying to do a video like this, but he hasn't done the same thing these other guys have done. The weight that he retired at, that's the weight he started at. He started his first fight was at light heavyweight. And his last fight was at light heavyweight. He ain't no super duper like that, bro. It's levels to this stuff in boxing. Like even amongst legends, it's levels. And I've been giving him super credit. But yeah, when these guys try to chop each other down or certain fighters down and other things like that, or they hypocrites and they try to criticize other people, you can't throw rocks. I'm gonna throw a rock right back at you. So that's what goes on. Everybody throwing rocks, and I'm just standing around and I ain't picking up no rocks. So I'm picking up my rock right now, and this gonna be the first one because he's talking about um. And then Bernard Hopkins, he the first guy to say, "Oh, I ain't gonna beat no a white boy can't beat me." Then wasn't Bernard Hopkins the guy that said a white boy can't beat me? Oh, if I was Devin Haney, I say I learned that from Bernard Hopkins. That's where I heard it from. I just repeated him. That's all Devin Haney did. He just repeated what Bernard Hopkins said. He ain't really mean it. See, that's an excuse. Like people be using for Ryan Garcia. See how we use excuses? I could Johnny Cochran there right now, but I ain't gonna do all that. I could do it right now. From now on, I could just say, "Hey, well, matter of fact, I will do that because people so petty now. I'll just be like, yeah, he got that from B Hop. I'll be like, yeah, he just got it from B Hop. That's all. People don't even mention that Bhop. Yeah, exactly, man. Like, come on, man. It's so many hypocrites. Ryan Garcia quits, get drops in the second round. He got dropped in the second round second round last year? And everybody like, yeah, man, he ain't put in no work against Tank. And he was able to bounce back. And y'all didn't believe in him. I knew still that he was gonna bounce back. Everybody like, yeah, Sean O'Malley, you need to fight him. I said, oh, okay. I see what's going on. Promoters then walked out on him. Everybody talking about he supposed to be in court. You know what's funny? By the time everybody was talking about, yeah, Ryan Garcia supposed to be suing Oscar them and all that, nobody wanted to talk about all that. Y'all noticed that, right? That wasn't no big story around that time. Everybody didn't care around that time. Exactly. They ain't care about none of that. They want to act like they care now, though. They definitely want to act like they care. These people fake, man. They ain't got nothing to offer. They can't give no real opinions about no boxing, especially Bernard Hopkins. You ain't go up and wait, man. Come on, man. If y'all really look at his resume, he started at like a light heavyweight. Like, a lot of these dudes ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing what these younger guys doing right now in this generation. If y'all really want to break down boxing for real, these dudes don't want to talk about no boxing. Yeah, let's talk about boxing. Everything I'm talking about, everybody else ain't talking about. So that just lets you know what time it is. But yeah, when Ryan Garcia had a rib injury and he was dehydrated, Bernard Hopkins and Oscar De La Hoya left him over one loss. When he had a rib injury and everything. Told him to retire, and Bernard Hopkins said he should retire if he lose 2 fights. If he would have lost his other fight, he said he should retire against Duarte. Now, what if Bill Haney would have sat up here and said, hey, man, you know what? Devin Haney need to go ahead and hang it up, man. It's over with. People will say, oh, he a bad father. So, people just, it ain't got nothing to do with boxing. It really doesn't. Because I see right now, Ryan quit last year, took a knee. Talking about he had a rib injury. Now people just starting to bring up certain things and everything else, but come on, man. This man had a rib injury, quitting everything. But we don't respect how Devin Haney fought, but we gonna respect how. So who fought better, Devin Haney against Ryan Garcia or Ryan Garcia against Tank? And that'll show how everybody just. I just see what time it is. It ain't got nothing to do with boxing. When Tank hurt Ryan Garcia to the ribs, I wasn't like, yeah, like, bro, like, come on, man. And he stopped him. Tank stopped Ryan Garcia. And I didn't lose it or nothing. Not like how people are now. And the man had all kind of excuses and everything. And these people quit on him, didn't watch his fight, nothing like that. But nah, Hopkins, all these people had rib injuries, excuses about cutting weight. Floyd, this. You had all kind of people mentioning stuff about Ryan. Let me tell you something. These people gonna sit here and try to make me think that they just let Canelo just say all this stuff about Ryan Garcia, and y'all been fans of him the whole time. Y'all ain't said nothing. That's why I said a lot of these people, they more fans of Tank or Devin Haney or something, because while you got Canelo sitting up here talking about Ryan Garcia owes people money and he can't beat Tank and he ungrateful, he ain't accomplished nothing. But everybody thought Ryan Garcia was still the face of boxing around this time. But why you ain't reporting him like he the face of boxing though? Why? Because they thought you quit, or because you couldn't go? What happened? Why did Bernard Hopkins leave Ryan Garcia press conference? Did they think he quit? I'm hearing a lot of people. Somebody said to me, "Do I think?" Somebody says, "Since I thought Ryan Garcia quit, did I think he quit?" I mean, when I never seen nobody get knocked down on a knee. On a knee, ain't that quitting, right? Is that quitting? What's worse, Devin Haney getting beat up like he did, or quitting? That's what I'm confused at. I'm trying to figure out which ones. People respect guys in the fights on knees. Yeah, it ain't really about that, man. It ain't really about that. I've seen plenty of guys end fights just like Devin Haney did, and I've always said every time, man, he fought like a warrior. This time we got guys like Bernard Hopkins and all that mentioning stuff because of somebody's daddy. Man, come on, man. That man don't get the gray up out of his beard, bro, and grow up. This man came into the game at 177. Bernard Hopkins' first fight was at 177 at a heavyweight. He ain't did what these young guys even doing. He really was supposed to go all the way to cruiserweight and everything else. These guys ain't really accomplished nothing in boxing like that for real. If you really put it on the legendary level, I'm talking about legendary amongst legends. We comparing legends, not regular amateur guys, not journeymen. We talking about legends, real deal legends in the game. These guys ain't moving up 5 or 6 weight classes. They ain't Manny Pacquiao. Like, let's be real. Like, if we want to be honest for real, Triple G stayed at one weight class and everybody lost their mind. So let's be honest. I know what time it is in boxing. I know how low y'all standards are. I know all somebody gotta do is fight Canelo 3 times and y'all good with that. So don't act like and lose. And lose most of the fights. And people talking about, yeah, he got cheated. Come on, man. How many boxers ever got cheated in a foreign country? Most of them. It's just that I ain't never heard nobody in Russia saying, yeah, that American got cheated. Like, man, we know what's up. Traitor. They're like, and that's what Bernard Hopkins basically is. He the only one talking about some uh that white boy can't beat me and all that other stuff and all. Devin Haney, and people say, yeah, Devin Haney said that. He just repeating what Bernard Hopkins said. That's it. Bernard Hopkins said it. He said it. I heard Tyson Fury singing Biggie lyrics, and I done heard other guys and people in the game saying N words and all that other stuff, and Mike Perry and everybody else, and they just like, oh yeah, he just rapping. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Well, Devin Haney just repeat what Bernard Hopkins saying. Anything else? Bernard Hopkins said it and got knocked out the ring. And Bernard Hopkins such a coward. And he my favorite boxer. Y'all don't even know this. Bernard Hopkins one of my favorite boxers. Disappointed. He's a coward. Got knocked out the ring. Nobody in America made fun of him. Nobody in America made fun of him after he got knocked out the ring. That was the perfect time to make fun of him and be jokey joke and everything else. Boxing is taken very seriously in America. It was. It used to be. That's out the window now, especially on my end. Especially on my end. Trust me. Trust me. When I start talking about some of my favorite fighters of all time, like I'm doing right now, that means all the respect gone. But now Hopkins got knocked out the ring, man. Nobody said nothing. Nobody in America made no jokes about him getting knocked out the ring on his back. This dude got knocked out the ring. Nobody made one joke. Plenty of times I've seen dudes do, and that's worse than anything Devin Haney did this weekend. You got knocked out the ring after saying a white boy would never beat you, and we ain't saying nothing about it. We made no jokes about it, and you're talking. Nah, bro. Have a seat, bro. Nah. I think it's time for somebody to pull your coat real quick. Keep it boxing. Keep it boxing. For real. Dudes be acting like they on the yard for real still. Then you just was talking about Ryan Garcia last year. Like, bro, Bernard Hopkins has said so much lies lately. People just let him go by. People still want to hear his takes on boxing. Show him some kind of respect. But man, nah, man, these dudes tripping, man. A lot of these dudes in America. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't say nothing disrespectful about American boxers. I say all positive stuff about them. I'm going at all American boxers for the next 2 weeks. I'm telling you, it's gonna be ugly. Yeah, watch. It's gonna be legendary. It's gonna be something that never happened on YouTube. Because right now, they already talking about each other on YouTube. They already talking about each other on YouTube. They already talking about each other. They already lying on each other. They already discrediting everybody wins. All the stuff that the fans say about the American boxers, it come from an American boxer saying it about another American boxer, somebody chinny or pillow fist and all that other stuff. So it come from the boxers. So anybody who disagree with that, you fanned out. And I'm not a super fan like that. Well, yeah, I'm definitely gonna expose what they got going on. Cause Bernard Hopkins, you talking about you'll never beat a white boy, got put out the ring, and we ain't said nothing to you about it. Come on, man. And we ain't said nothing to you about it, and you got put out the ring, knocked on your back. Then said Ryan Garcia should retire last year. Yeah, these fans is funny too, though. That's how you expose these fans. They think they know what you're talking about. They don't know what you're talking about, man. They do not know what you're talking about. These fans they lost on everything. Even when they report the news and everything. That's why people got to keep it in the ring, man. Like most of the stuff they talking about with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, it's not even in the ring. It's not even in the ring. Most of the stuff they talking about, not even in the ring. Yep. It's gonna get shown the next couple of weeks though. Cause the crazy stuff I heard from fans and people recently, it kind of helps for the material because a lot of contradictions, man, especially on Bernard Hopkins' end. Bro, everything Devin Haney did is something either you or Ryan Garcia did recently. And he ain't quit. So he ain't quit. And one thing he ain't did was take a knee like Ryan Garcia. Oh my God. People acting like he took a knee, dog. That's what I'm saying. Ryan Garcia took a knee at people act like that ain't happened. Like which one worse? I know which one worse. I know which one worse. I know which one worse. If I lose a fight with a dude who ain't go 12 rounds, I mean who went 12 rounds, I'm gonna be like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? He went 12 rounds, best man won. But if a dude quit on his knee, nah. You quit on your knee, that's it. And he got dropped in the second round. Yeah, so a lot of people just fanned out, man. It is what it is. But we gonna still expose everything though. But Bernard Hopkins, man, the first fight he had. I'm sorry to do this, Bernard, but you don't really care about nobody else, bro, homie. So neither do I. Oh yeah, I'm definitely, brother. I'm telling you, the next couple of days, what you gonna see from me, it's gonna be very buns. I'm telling you, I promise you. Hey, if you didn't see my live yesterday, all that Floyd stuff they talking about yesterday, I said that today before they went live yesterday. On my live yesterday. I'm telling you, I'm ahead of the curve. The next 2 or 3 lives I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna push this out. It ain't no narratives. Yeah, it ain't no narratives. It ain't no narratives. But you see what's going on my end. It's not, but it's actually, bro, it's actually a great story if people report it right. But I will. I'm gonna show everybody the ins and outs, because right now what I've seen, bro, and I thought it was some kind of, don't know about American fighters just be going at it like cats and dogs. So if they gonna do it and YouTubers doing it and all the other stuff, so ain't no code of ethics. So I'm gonna be one of the first ones to just call it out. Nobody calls out American fighters or hold them up to a standard, especially these legends. So these older guys and legends and stuff like Floyd and Bernard Hopkins, I'm gonna see what they talking about, because I know what type of guy Bernard Hopkins is. You lose one fight, he gonna leave you at the post fight press conference and tell you got retire. He told Ryan Garcia he should retire. Yeah, and I'm gonna fix it. They destroying it. It's very bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's very bad. The fact that Saudi Arabia got to come in and make the big fights and stuff like that, it's sad. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people jumping up and down about it because of one fighter. You know, all these guys, they only watch one fight a year. Everybody else, they just root against. These dudes fanned out. They only root for one fighter, then everybody else, they don't want to win. That's just coward stuff. You know what I'm saying? Depression. It's a lot of depression in boxing. There's a lot of depression in boxing right now. That's really what it's coming from. But I'm here to expose it though. I like facts. You know what I'm saying? I don't like pushing narratives. I don't like lying on nobody. I don't play sides. If you said something about boxing or you got an idea or a thought, I probably said it a year before you did. The fact that I got a channel, I got proof now. So, I like showing a lot of people exactly. You know what I'm saying? They're destroying the sport, bro. But since I got proof now and I can show everything people saying about Ryan Garcia, bro, I said that after he took a knee in the fight. I said he gonna come back, bro. He gonna have bigger fights than Canelo. I said I know it. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff people saying right now. People just saying it because they don't like Devin Haney. That's not gonna work, bro. I mean, if you keep doing that, you're not gonna have a YouTube channel in 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Most of these guys not gonna have a YouTube channel in 5 years. That's how TMZ went out of business. Bro, I'm telling you, when TMZ was hot, bro, on TV every day, I knew I looked at it, I said, it's not gonna last, man. It's not gonna last. YouTube boxing is in the phase right now where TMZ was when they was talking about Kanye West every day, and they ain't have nothing else to talk about. It's almost a wrap, man. Once Tank Davis retire or he lose a fight or something like that, a lot of these guys ain't gonna have nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? Because most of it coming from that direction. Everybody gonna have a loss then, so it's not gonna be nothing to brag about. Then you'll have a guy like Shakur Stevenson around or something. He could be at the top or somebody else, just different things. But it's definitely a lot of people getting exposed as far as whoever watching sport of boxing, because Bernard Hopkins, he's not a guy I'm not gonna rely on to hear that talking about Devin Haney need to retire. Come on, man. How he need to retire? And you just told Ryan Garcia. But the fact that he told his own fighter he need to retire, that lets you know right there. You know what I'm saying? What if Devin Haney dad was sitting up there saying, "Yeah, you need to retire"? You know, people right now talking about Devin Haney dad. You need to leave his dad right now. He's training, brother. Let me tell you something right now. Nobody was a bigger hypocrite of Bill Haney than I was, and this was like 10 years ago. I was like, man, he need to step back. But after what I seen in December, nah, he Gucci. After what I seen in December, he Gucci. I made my decision finalized December as a trainer. I put him on that trainer of the year list for a reason. So I finalized what I said. And most of the stuff I say, it's gonna stick. Not all of, but most of it will. But I seen what he did with younger fighters, not with Devin Haney. What he was doing with younger fighters is enough from what I seen. But people are talking about everybody need to be a trainer. Man, let me tell you something. It's a lot of guys I've seen who weren't really that good or stuff like that that got people fired. It's athletes that's been in Hall of Fame in basketball and they son playing in baseball. That happens all the time. So these dudes don't know what they talking about, man. David Robinson had a son that was playing in the NFL. I mean, at Notre Dame or something like that. Like one of the top receivers or something like that. He didn't play football like that. Not at that level. So when I hear people like Floyd, like, yeah, Bill Haney can't train. Well, David Robinson, he did enough to get his son towards the league and stuff like that. And all these other guys, and they don't play the same sport, so that don't make no sense, man. Y'all dudes ain't really athletes like that to be talking. You know what I'm saying? Floyd, without your dad being around and teaching you how to fight, that's a whole nother story. Though. I don't want to go into Floyd today. That's gonna be for tomorrow, probably, because I was actually gonna do a good show on Regis program. Not just to go in on him or nothing like that. It was just, I mean, he the topic. He was bringing up some things, and I was really just talking about Ryan Garcia and everything. But I'm back on Bhop right now. But with Bernard Hopkins, what I'm noticing with guys like him is he's not really in a position where he can help a fighter. He'll criticize you and try to coach you up and give you an edge and give you mind tricks. And I'm gonna be real with you. I'll give y'all a hint on this. But now Hopkins actually doing good mind tricks on Ryan Garcia, making him think that he really not that guy. Like he really been telling Ryan Garcia, like, you not that guy. You know what I'm saying? I've been noticing that. And that been helping him. But that don't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about right now. I've already known that. That's why I gave Ryan Garcia a chance as far as in certain fights, especially recently. Exactly. Exactly. I see everybody running around talking about, yeah, Derrick James. I wasn't. First of all, this how people don't know boxing. Hold on, real quick. Now you heard everybody recently saying how Derrick James was a great trainer, and I had to put my neck on the line because I said I don't think Derrick James is a great trainer because just over the years, I've been watching Spence and Charlo for so long. I didn't feel like they were progressing, as far as a jab and just combinations, overall. And when Ryan Garcia and Anthony Joshua and all those guys started to come and start training with Derrick James recently, and where Derrick James was saying, "Oh, these my last crop of fighters I'm working with." I don't know if everybody know it, but Derrick James ain't working with no more fighters after Ryan Garcia and Frank Martin. He's done, so he's gonna retire after that. But he was saying that last year he didn't want to work with anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he didn't believe in himself or he's not really that old to the point where he can't train over time. So I don't know what really the whole deal was. But all I know is right now he had a bad situation with Charlo and with Spence. And I was telling people before, I feel like Bomac is a better trainer. And if you look at what Bomac did with Chris Eubanks in his rematch, after Chris Eubanks went from Roy Jones Jr. to Bomac, he looked a lot better, and he finished the guy. Ended up stopping him. And then people were saying Bomac, he's fat, sloppy, he's not a good trainer, da 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 da. Stuff that don't got nothing to do with boxing. You know what I'm saying? They say Bomac wasn't a good fighter, he used to get dropped. But look what he's doing with the fighters he's getting though. Terrence Crawford, Keyshawn Davis, all these other guys he's helping do certain things with. You know, Keyshawn Davis has certain guys he works with, but you know, all these guys help out. And what I do know is a lot of people sleep on certain situations with trainers and everything else. And that's a situation. They say Derrick James, but Derrick James had Anthony Joshua leave him. I don't know if Charlo gonna stick around. Then you got Spence, everybody talking about leaving, or he left already. So the one guy he has is Ryan Garcia. And Ryan Garcia was working more with Eddie Reynoso, probably than he has with Derrick James recently. Eddie Reynoso was the guy he was working with on Canelo's team. And people's not mentioning how Ryan Garcia is going from trainer to trainer to trainer. Especially after a loss. So, like, what are we talking about? All these guys going from trainer to trainer. It's like the stipulations and the standards different for everybody. I'm hearing Anthony Joshua, the face of boxing right now. Anthony Joshua's on his 5th or 6th trainer. He's firing guys after one loss, after one win. I think he had one win with Derrick James, fired him. I think he had one win with one loss with Robert Garcia, fired him. A lot of this stuff not, and they telling me Anthony Joshua the face of boxing. Let me tell y'all something. They said Anthony Joshua was one of the faces of boxing, but he's firing trainers after one fight over and over and over. Not that he's willing to work with someone else. He's firing these guys. He's not doing what Mungie and Devin Haney was doing when they go from Freddie Roach or this guy. No, he's firing these people. And they say, yeah, he the face of boxing. What? The face of boxing is firing guys after losses? What's up, Jay Will? You know what I'm saying? You can't be the face of boxing and you firing guys after one fight. You firing trainers after one fight. Ryan Garcia is leaving Eddie Reynoso, and then Canelo was saying all these bad habits. He's climbing back now. I knew Bernard Hopkins man, he a turncoat, man. He really is. He don't really be about what he say, man. Because he's left. Look at Ryan Garcia's face, man. Could y'all see his face? He don't want to be hugging Tank and taking no picture. I hate that. I don't like that fans want to take credit for something that they believe in. Ryan Garcia quit on a knee in the 7th round, and people respect that and talking about they want to see a rematch. Another guy go 12 rounds. People talking about they don't want to see that no more. He should retire. Bro, that's the second time I've heard a guy go 12 rounds that's from America, and people say he need to retire. That's really starting to get on my nerves, man. Oh, that card loaded. That's the best card of the year right now. The name, they keep adding names to the list like it's just, that card is ridiculous. I didn't think that card would get that loaded, to be honest with you. I didn't think that card would be like that. Yeah, I didn't think that card was gonna get like that. Yeah, it's loaded. Yeah, it's definitely loaded. That's definitely a loaded card. I think it's good. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad Crawford able to headline something like that. What Crawford also does is, though, Jay Will, he kind of prove everything I say. I ain't no know-it-all or nothing. I'm just saying. I was trying to tell everybody, Crawford basically said what I said. He said he been talking to the guys from Saudi Arabia for a couple of years now before the Spence fight. And like I said, I seen Canelo over there on that AJ and Ruiz, that second fight, he was over there. So a lot of these guys, they already know what the time it is, man. They got these fights pre-planned. I know fans be sitting up here talking about some certain guy ducking this person, all that. These fights pre-planned, man. They already know what time it is. They already know what time it is, man. These fights are already put together. I'm just kind of confused on the Israel Madrimov thing because Madrimov only got 11 fights. And I knew who Madrimov was, but a lot of people don't know who Madrimov is. And a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm cool with Madrimov. I'm like, how you cool with Madrimov, but you don't know who that is, though? I'm just talking about the people who complain about who Terrence Crawford fighting, not the people who just want to see a fight. Yeah, that Virgil Ortiz Tim Tszyu fight doesn't even seem real. I'm glad you said that too. I gotta cover Virgil Ortiz fight this weekend. That's gonna make it interesting to see a fight this weekend. He need to get some rounds in, man. He need to get some rounds in. I said that last fight. He needs to get some rounds in. He only fought 1 or 2 rounds his last fight. That's not gonna do. He gotta get some rounds in. If he going there with Tim Tszyu. I'm not gonna lie though, him and Tim Tszyu style about the same, man. It's gonna be. I'm not gonna. That's a 50-50 fight of mine. All these fights 50-50. All these fights could go either way. All these guys got knockout power, so it's that time though. It's a different era, man. Like I told people, man. Like I'm the only person that's telling everybody, but the young guys are running boxing now. All those days of people trying to wait on Canelo paydays and stuff is over with. Virgil Ortiz, all these guys, they ain't waiting on that no more. And that lets you know that Oscar De La Hoya is working with Saudi Arabia now. I also told everybody who's gonna start doing that too. So that's Oscar De La Hoya first move with Saudi Arabia too. That's Golden Boy first move, I think. I want to say. So you know what time that is. Yeah, everything basically on schedule where I said it was gonna be. Yeah, he wanna get some rounds in. Yeah, he wanna get some rounds in. He wanna get his career started too. That weight class is loaded, man. He finna fight Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu want the smoke, man. I already know this. I can't say nothing about Virgil Ortiz because, see, I've never been a guy who thought Virgil Ortiz was ducking anybody. I just thought he was young. That's why I say a lot of these fans, they be fanned out too much. They wanted Virgil Ortiz to fight Terrence Crawford 4 years ago. Like, man, I'm tired of these fans who do stuff like that. Yeah, it's the first one. It's the first one. It's loaded too, man. First fight they gonna promote out there. That card is loaded. That card is loaded. I thought that Tank card was loaded. It's nothing like this card. Virgil Ortiz and Tim Tszyu. Then you got Rayo and Isaac Cruz. They said they got Andy Cruz on there now. I don't know who he gonna fight. It's a lot of fights getting made. I told people these weight classes 154, 135. 135 finna get real active. That's why people like, yeah, man, Devin Haney. Tank Davis got a lot of action coming up, man. Andy Cruz, Lomachenko, Shakur Stevenson. These Olympians. These guys are silver and gold medalists. These ain't no little boys we talking about. These are silver and gold medalists that Tank gotta beat. Lomachenko, Shakur Stevenson, Andy Cruz, those are gold medalists, silver medalists. When you get that on your resume, he has that in his weight class right now. It's a lot of people got a lot of action around them right now. If they don't get in the fire soon, it's gonna get exposed. I'm telling you. That's why Terrence Crawford making his move. Everybody can't say Terrence Crawford ain't doing nothing no more because once they figure out people figured it out now. Terrence Crawford want to fight anybody. He's figured it out already. And he might end up and Terrence Crawford might end up fighting Tim Tszyu still. Well, he's gonna try to fight Tim Tszyu if Tim Tszyu wins, most likely. At 40? He at 40 right now. No, I think he gonna stay at 40. He got a better chance to fight Matias than Boots. I forgot who he was in line with. He might mess around and get the fight with Barbosa or something. Or Tiafimo, I don't know. It's gonna be hard, man. A lot of people don't want to fight him, but he's in a tough spot. A lot of these people don't want guys to fight too either, man. You know, a lot of people just not gonna let you jump in the ring with certain guys now, especially like Ryan Garcia. You know, guys, they ain't trying to just let anybody jump in the ring with him now. It's gonna be hard to get a fight with him. And Boots too. I think they trying to lean more towards kind of Ben versus Boots. Yeah, Matchroom trying to make some deals done right now. Yeah. Yeah, both of them fought a lot. Yeah, both of them fought a lot. That's actually how I found out who Boots was because back then I was watching Gary Russell and then his little brother popped up and I was like, man, who was that? And I was like, man, this is an old video of Gary Russell. So I thought that was an old video of Gary Russell, but it was his brother. And then that's when I saw who Boots was. And usually when I'm watching boxing, right? I'm glad you brought that up too. Usually when I was watching Boots and Gary Russell, like whenever that was, it might have been like 10 years ago, 9 years ago. When I was watching both of them, I didn't think like, oh, that guy's better. I thought both of them was good. I didn't really think one was better than the other. I knew Boots was gonna grow into his body a lot more, but that was about it. But yeah, I knew Ryan was gonna have a chance though because he beat David Haney 3 times. You beat somebody 3 times, you always gonna have a chance. Yeah, man, the boxing business, they be hating on certain people. They gotta get it going. Because a lot of guys don't want to jump in the ring like that. They gotta definitely get it going. I think they will soon, but I mean, right now they don't have a choice. A lot of these guys around the same age, and if they don't put the divisions is so stacked right now. If these guys don't fight each other soon, one of them might end up losing. Like how Devin Haney just lost, or Tiafimo lost against Cambosis. That's gonna happen a lot more this year. It only take one punch, man. It's too many close fights now. We got like 30 close fights. That's all 50-50. This ain't like last year where it's just a couple of close fights. All these fights are close. And all these guys are in their prime. Somebody gonna end up losing looking bad. And it's gonna be somebody good that we think are good. And it's gonna be worse than the fight they having this weekend. It's too many fights. And that's what I'm gonna find out who's a real boxer fan. I'm telling you. Because if Munguia go out there and drop Canelo next week and don't nobody say nothing, they getting exposed. I'm telling you, boxing this boxing is gonna be exposed. Like y'all think, oh my God, I'm telling you, I'm saying too much. I'm saying too much. You're gonna find out who really not a boxing fan these next couple of weeks. Yeah, me too, man. Dudes need to start fighting more, man. I'm tired of I'm tired of promoters trying to hit a home run every time. You know, they really milking it, and these fans kind of helping it. These fans be helping them milk it, man. They brag about paying for these weak pay-per-views. They'll pay for the pay-per-view, then they'll cry later on talking about there's no big fights that come on. That's because you keep spending your money on this crap. They already proven now. Then I don't know, man. So overall, it's just I don't want to talk too much. I don't want to put their business plans out there. Oh yeah, I had to. He's done. He's done. I gotta use him as an example. I'm telling you. Bro. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I don't because you had came in late. But nah, Hawk is one of my favorite boxers, bro. I'm tired of these black boxers, bro. Every time another black boxer lose, you know what I'm saying? Like every time they lose, it be especially the older guys like Bernard Hopkins. They come out and say the hypocrisy. Then Bernard Hopkins sat out here and said, and then you said, "Why I'm exposed to Bernard Hopkins?" You see what I'm saying? Like, why are we protecting him for? Why are we protecting Bernard Hopkins when he was never undisputed at 25 years old? You know what I'm saying? He was in jail at 25 years old, most likely. Wasn't he in jail around that time? Wasn't he doing prison time at 25-year-old? I need to look it up. I think he was in prison around that time. And I hate to put this man on blast like that, but it is what it is. I think this man was in prison around that time. You know what I'm saying? And this dude 25 years old. No, I did that yesterday. I did that yesterday before. I did that yesterday. Let me tell you, I did that video, Jay Will. I did the video on Floyd and Bill Haney yesterday before they even went live. My whole live yesterday was about it. I said everything they said, but it ain't. I mean, I ain't really get into it till tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll really get into it tomorrow because I already know what's going on. I was actually gonna say everything Floyd done been talking about the last couple of days, but if I roll it out the right way right now, it's gonna come out perfect. It's because, man, America. Yeah, exactly, man. B-Hop was locked up around 25, man. And we got and dudes is sitting up here trying to be undisputed at 25, fighting Lomachinkos and everything else. Like, I don't really be exposing American boxers on this channel. It seems like everybody else get views off doing that. Is that the move? That's what we doing? Let me see how many likes I got. Cause I be on here talking facts. Let me see how many likes I get for talking facts. I think I need to start exposing boxers. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got 4 likes. Appreciate everybody hit the like. But yeah, I think I need to start exposing boxers. That's what everybody into now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just exposing it with facts. If I'm lying or pushing narratives, then but didn't B Hop said that he wanted to Jay Will. My example was didn't B Hop said that no white boy ever beat me or something like that? I never lose to a white boy. And then everybody say, yeah, Devin Haney said that. Devin Haney just repeated what B Hop said. Devin Haney don't know what that means. He was just repeating B Hop. You know, B Hop got knocked out the ring and everything else. Nobody made fun of him. We ain't say nothing about B Hop when he got knocked out the ring. Everybody acting like Devin Haney got knocked out the ring or something on his back. We ain't say nothing about B Hop. I didn't never hear nobody making fun of B Hop getting knocked out the ring. Never have before. Have anybody seen any guys making fun of B Hop? Anybody from America making fun of B Hop getting knocked out the ring? I'll wait. I'm gonna ask that question. So I won't look like I'm a hater or I don't want to look like I'm a hater or I'm depressed or because I'm trying to take it out on B Hop and he got more money than me. I'm not one of those guys. But I will expose somebody who ain't being a real dude, especially if you've been in prison and you always talking about, yeah, I was in prison and all right, man, act like it, man. You know what I'm saying? Just because you eat like you was in prison, act like a man. Just because you eat like you was in prison, that don't impress me. You know what I'm saying? That don't impress me. This dude sat up here and said, "Yeah, white boy never beat me." Ain't none of us sat around here and bragged about that. Jay Will, I put it up there, right? You see how crazy it looks when you start talking about legends in boxing? When you start talking about your own kind of boxers in America, it look crazy. And that's what Bhop doing. This a young guy who can't even defend himself right now. You talking about he should retire. And you just said Ryan Garcia should retire last year. Then you didn't even show up to the press conference because he quit in a Tank Davis fight. And when I was calling Ryan Garcia one of the faces of boxing, and he gonna do this and this, and everybody else like, oh, he done. Go look at the videos. Go look at my videos. Everybody on there talking about Ryan Garcia done. He a bum. He ain't this. He ain't that. Now they running around celebrating. That's what's scary about me. Why are all these fake fans celebrating, but they don't want to sit up here and like videos when I'm talking about Ryan Garcia gonna redeem himself and become one of the faces of boxing? Why is the YouTube and boxing community so fake? Why is people like Bernard Hopkins so fake? Why are these fans so fake? Why do fans just want to sit up here and smother themselves against one boxer? I like to watch all kind of boxers. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. From now on, fans gotta literally say to me, "Oh, I like this certain boxer, and I just like him." And okay, that's cool. But don't try to make me like him. And if I say something against him, you gonna get mad. Nah, because you're gonna mess yourself up like that. Please don't fall on your gun and shoot yourself. Cause that's what a lot of people gonna do. Just like B-Hop. Oh, I'll never beat a white boy never beat me. He'll never beat me. Get knocked out the ring. None of us make a meme about it. We could have roasted Bernard Hopkins for years for that. He got a pass. He got knocked out the ring, man. Y'all don't understand that. We gave him a pass for that. I ain't feel like watching it tonight. I had watched so much boxing last week. I was like, I was just gonna give it a pass. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna give it a pass. You know, a lot of people don't like talking about boxing anyway. I figured that out this week anyway. We on Wednesday right now. Dude just started talking about the Devin Haney fight. Yeah, I was gonna watch it, but I was like, I'm gonna chill out this week. Cause I don't even know if I'm gonna watch the Virgil Ortiz fight. I wasn't gonna go live or anything like that, but I'm just gonna do it for a little while. Because I need to get this information out while it's on my mind. Next week is gonna be old. Yeah, what's up, Aaron? Yeah, it's disgusting, man. They always hating like that. It's too many people. And then the thing about it, it's not helping boxing because while everybody doing this, Saudi Arabia putting on big fights. Like ain't nobody like Eastside Cruz and all these guys ain't worried about if Devin Haney lost this weekend. He trying to figure out how he gonna beat Ryo. Terrence Crawford not thinking about, oh yeah, Terrence. These guys thinking about how they gonna win their next fight. Everybody got a fight they can lose coming up. That's why I'm saying, like, y'all don't see me sitting up here talking about Tank Davis and all that stuff. Cause I remember. I know things. I got a good memory. Shout out to my dog Aaron too and Jay Will. But I got a good memory. I remember when Tank Davis sat up here and fought Eastside Cruz and everybody said he lost. I can make a video right now talking about how everyone said Eastside Cruz was robbed against Tank Davis. And can't nobody get on my page and say, no, I ain't say that. Pull up your Twitter right now. Pull up your Twitter. Pull it up right now. Prove it. Prove it. Right now. These dudes be capping, man. I was there. I seen all this stuff, man. Oh, he lost. Oh, Eastside Cruz beat him. Oh, we just gonna forget that? You must not know how big of a Tank Davis fan I am. Do you want me to prove it? People think, oh yeah, y'all just watch certain boxers. Oh, I prove I watch everybody. I know what the fans said. Why you think the fans like Eastside Cruz so much? They don't think he lost against Tank. You ain't never heard nobody say Eastside Cruz got destroyed by Tank. He didn't even have a scratch on him. He was smiling when they raised Tank Davis' hand. He was smiling. He was just sitting there smiling. Nobody says nothing about this. Like, what did y'all want Devin Haney to do? Go in there and have a guy like Esau Cruz smiling at the end of the fight while Devin Haney getting his hand raised? Ain't no honor in that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know people don't really watch boxing. This a different generation, man. Like I asked my dad, I was like, hey, when you was back in the day, was they laughing at Mike Tyson when he lost? He said, no, I ain't never heard no dudes laughing at Mike Tyson when he lost. Not that I know of. He said, I ain't never heard nobody laughing at Mike Tyson when he lost back in the day. He said, no, I ain't never heard of that. I said, oh, okay. Yeah, kind of shocks me too, man. Yeah, it was a great fight. If Devin Haney wouldn't have walked forward like he did, it wouldn't have been a great fight. That's why people don't understand that. That's why I'm not really mad about it. If he wouldn't have walked forward and even gave Ryan the opportunity to even drop him like that, it wouldn't have been a good fight. I already know what kind of fight it was. So people think it would have been a good fight if Devin Haney was on his back foot and holding, because I heard a lot of people saying Devin Haney was holding throughout the fight. I mean, if I get knocked out and I'm trying to win millions of dollars, I think I'm gonna hold on to the guy who knocked me out. I think I would do that. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about it. Yeah, people just so weird out here these days, though. Even if you said, even if you sit up here and just say, "Yeah, man, I think Devin Haney did it," like people just weird these days. It's a waste of time talking to fans about fights, because I know how fans really feel about fights by how they show their emotions. When Ryan Garcia did all this and quit on the knee and ain't nobody bring it up, I knew right then, man, these dudes ain't no real Ryan Garcia fans. Ryan Garcia lost one fight. They talking about he should fight the MMA guy. I'm tired of these American fighters saving these quitters, man. That's what I'm tired of. Devin Haney should have retired a long time ago instead of saving this guy, because everybody already quit on Ryan Garcia last year, just like Bernard Hopkins. It's a lot of saving be going on. I be noticing that. Yeah, sell out the whole dome. Mike Tyson worldwide, man. Worldwide. These dudes didn't get booed back in the day. You know, these days, I don't know. I've seen some stuff lately. I already did some lives on Mike Tyson. Y'all will see this summer. It's starting to get worse. People talking about Mike Tyson need to prove himself to Jake Paul. I don't know. It's, weirdo stuff, man. The Ryan Garcia fake fans making articles about Mike Tyson, the guy they never seen box before. Just weird stuff. Yeah, he gonna take a little break. He been active, you know what I'm saying? He been active. He been fighting. He been fighting a lot of fights. He's only 25. He's only 25. I've been telling people for years, like, if this was high school, Devin Haney will be in the 8th grade and Tank Davis will be a senior. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, they only 25 years old. Tank Davis finna be what, 30 later on this year? These are young guys, man. They fighting older guys. That's why I said it's kind of creepy. You got these younger guys, these older guys out here like, yeah. Like, where are your favorite fighters at? Like, you're 50 years old. Where's your favorite fighter? These aren't your favorite fighters. These are the kids. Where's your favorite fighter at? Oh, well, he's not doing that right now. Okay. Well, you have nothing to do with this technically. That's what's kind of messing up the game, and these old guys. Too many Charleston Whites in boxing right now. Oh, no, ain't too much gatekeeping going on no more. Shoot. The way it's going right now with that Saudi money going on, Shoot, they opening up the gate now, man. I think the division's too crowded too, Brain Food. I think it's too crowded now for them to gatekeep. I think it's too crowded for them to gatekeep because right now, look at what Ryan Garcia. People talking about the win versus the Devin Haney win doesn't really help Ryan Garcia. I'm gonna tell you why. Because now people want Ryan Garcia to fight Boots, Pitbull, this guy, that guy. And people got to understand Ryan Garcia haven't been fighting them type of guys back to back to back. He'll have a big fight then, a tune-up or something like that, but he hasn't been fighting guys like big name, big name, big name, big name. Now, if the fans start demanding that, and he got to go out there and perform, and he take 2 or 3 of them fights, you know, these guys will try to leave him behind. You see what they did against the Tank Davis fight? They left him behind. Bernard Hopkins, no press conference showing up, telling Ryan Garcia to retire. Ryan Garcia finna cry on the picture. Tank Davis happy, taking pictures with him. You know what I'm saying? And another thing too, I be hearing people saying, "Oh yeah, man, you know Tank gonna destroy this guy." Tank don't never give none of the guys he's fighting black eyes and stuff like that. Like as far as a Ryan Garcia or Eastside Cruz, these guys ain't really get busted up like that. That people ain't really noticed that. Ryan Garcia just quit on a knee. And he said he was hurt. He said he was hurt, and nobody hears anything. That's why I know fans is fake. I'm a Deontay Wilder fan. I still ain't heard nothing about the suit. I ain't heard a clip of nothing about the suit he wore that made him heavy and everything else. But everybody named mama heard about this suit. You know what I'm saying? But Ryan Garcia quits on a knee in front of 1.5 million people. And everybody else is like, oh, I don't remember that. How you don't remember that? He's supposed to be the face of boxing. You don't remember all that? That's your favorite fighter, ain't it? You jumping around like he's your favorite fighter right now. You don't remember all that? What about Bhop? You forgot that too? Bhop talking about, so I never let a white boy beat me and got destroyed. Devin Haney go out there and repeat the same thing Bhop said. And now Bhop talking about he need to retire. He learning everything from you, Bhop. What's wrong? You don't like nobody talking like you? This man want Ryan Garcia to retire. It's a mess, man. And people don't realize that no more. It's a mess. It's a mess. It got nothing to do with who won or lost. It's still a mess. It's been a mess since you got all these older boxers now. Why are these older boxers telling Ryan Garcia what to do in the game? All he need to do is go in there and fight. You got older guys. He telling Bernard Hopkins telling me to do this. Floyd's telling me to do this. This guy telling me to do that. I exposed all that yesterday. Yeah, I exposed all that yesterday. I got more coming on that, but they don't like me to talk about all that on YouTube because these boxing promotional companies, they'll come mess with my live because they know these guys talking about Bill Haney and everything on other channels. That's not gonna break headline news. That's not really. It's kind of weird to me that Bill Haney doing the most views in boxing. That kind of let me know what boxing is right now, but yeah, that's the real story I was talking about yesterday with the mole and the rib injury. I talked about all that yesterday and the Floyd stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about a lot more of that tomorrow when I go live. I'm gonna definitely speak on that tomorrow because a lot of people they don't want to talk about certain things that go on in boxing. Because Ryan, he's basically been explaining everything. He's been explaining everything. It's gonna happen again. It's happened to him, so the only reason I like to bring it up is because I actually believe the rib injury. I actually have believed the rib injury because they told him that they knew about his rib injury. Then he comes out and says he had a rib injury. Then that's how he put Tank Davis down, and he was boxing well with Tank Davis in the fight. Nobody says anything about that. I don't know. It was backwards all over. You know what I'm saying? Like even if like for Ryan Garcia to sit up here and say that Tank Davis then went and got information for him to find out if he got a rib injury and stuff like that, and to actually go knock him out or stop him with a rib injury, or like hit him in the ribs where he's injured at. That wasn't a good look for me. I'm gonna be honest. As a Tank fan, I was like, man, I can't believe Tank went out there and actually needed Ryan Garcia. Needed some information on a rib injury to put Ryan Garcia down. I didn't like that. I thought that was a cheap win, man. And for other guys to not really say nothing about that, I'm not really impressed with them. A lot of these guys from the East Coast and all that's cool and everything, bro. But like everybody from Alabama's not a super Deontay Wilder fan. Like a lot of these guys, they really ain't got no hope. So they just be trying to put all their faith into a boxer like that. Some people just like a boxer. You know what I'm saying? We got no problem with that. You know, people saw Ali and Tyson lose. So we just seen all kind of people lose growing up, but a lot of these guys, they just fanned out, man. They just on some, you know what I'm saying? They just on some stuff. It's just different kind of energy. Got nothing to do with boxing. Everybody not a boxing fan these days. Trust me, everybody not a boxing fan. They like the outside stuff. Jake Paul didn't become a high pay-per-view guy because he got skills. They care about the IG and the, you know, personality more than they care about actually the skills. That's why every time you see a guy like that's an influencer, these guys be so fanned out. They never seen the dude fight before. They'll pay $50 to be like, man, let me see what he does. Like you paid $50 to see what somebody boxed that ain't never did nothing. You don't even know how he look. Just like him so much, you ready to pay. Fanned out. And then this man right here, Ryan Garcia, said, I got a rib injury. Like people still like that's my thing. Like every other boxer says things like dudes have excuses after losses, and nobody care about it. Ryan Garcia had an excuse after a loss. That was an excuse. A rib injury, that's an excuse. I gotta hear about Deontay Wilder suit. He ain't take no knee and quit in no fight. And I gotta hear about the suit being heavy and everything else. But Ryan Garcia talking about a rib injury and nobody say nothing about it. I wonder who control all that. I wonder who's behind all that. I wonder why the media feels like Ryan Garcia rib injury, especially now. They want to report it now because they're like, oh, he did win, so he must have had a rib injury last year. Duh. Oh, you thought he was an IG model. Oh, okay. You thought he was a TikTok guy. I forgot. He a social media guy. You're right. Bernard Hopkins is no different from a fan. He did the same thing. Bernard Hopkins did the same thing these fans did. And then people will say, oh, you shouldn't train. The only people that should train is boxers. Floyd talking about something, but Bill Haney shouldn't. Yeah, the money drying up. The money drying. They need Ryan Garcia money. They better thank God that Devin Haney put that fight on because America ain't had no big fight since last year with Canelo and Charlo. We ain't had no big fights on this year. Everybody like, yeah, they putting Saudi Arabia putting on fights. That's not good, dummy. We're done. That means America ain't putting on fights. If Saudi Arabia putting on fights, that means America doing what? I don't even want to start preaching too much. They gonna start messing with my life. Too much truth be coming out. Then they be like, or they'll start making me talk fast or making me talk like I'm going 100 miles an hour. When I bring up Floyd, Canelo, or Tank, they don't like that. Sometimes Tyson Fury them too. When I do that, they start going. They'll start having me talk fast on here. I'm like, man, I must have been saying some facts. A lot of people be on here agents too, man. Real talk. A lot of people be agents. it be a lot of people that's in the boxing game. They be in the chat or stuff like that. It's a lot of weirdos. Y'all don't know it, man. The boxing game it's disgusting. I'm only on YouTube and I already see they be confirming everything I be talking about just by doing little stuff they be doing. Y'all think that I don't be saying a lot of noise. I don't be saying a lot of stuff on my page, but why they be messing with my videos though? Why they ain't messing with nobody else's videos? And I'm only talking about boxing. Yeah. Yeah, but that's all I got. I got something to do, man. But I'm gonna holler at y'all later on, man. Appreciate that for everybody coming in.